FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
73 and overcast at 10 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. The man is dead after another shooting in Homewood. This happened around 5 a.m. on the 7000 block of Idlewild Street. Officers responding to a shot spotter notification found an unresponsive man who was shot in the chest. He was pronounced dead by medics. It's the second shooting in 24 hours in Homewood. In fact, the person who was killed in a double shooting Tuesday afternoon in Homewood North is a 29-year-old East Hills man. The medical examiner's office says Shakir Jackson died at UPMC Presby after the shooting in a convenience store. That was in the 7200 block of Frankstown Avenue. Police did detain a person of interest. Also, a woman was killed in a shooting early this morning in Bedford Dwellings, and police are searching for a suspect. Officers sent to the 2500 block of Chauncey Drive a few minutes before 3 a.m. Public safety says the woman was shot in the head outside an apartment, and a heavy-set man ran from the scene. Contract talks are moving in very different directions in two Butler County school districts. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has details.
Seneca Valley's new agreement replaces a contract that expired June 30th and keeps teachers, nurses, counselors, and librarians under contract through 2032. The 6-year deal calls for average raises of 3.9%. In March, the two sides are turning to a third-party fact finder to help break the deadlock. Teachers cannot strike while that process is underway, and the fact finder's report is expected by the end of August. Both sides could vote on the recommendations in September. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Tuesday's special election for the 12th State House District seat was decided by 88 votes. Democrat Brandon Dukes will serve what remains of Republican Stephanie Scalaba's term. She resigned in March. Dukes slipped by GOP candidate Scott Timko in an election with 32% turnout. Interestingly, about 53% of the district's residents in southwestern Butler County are registered Republicans, 30% are Democrats. Both of these candidates are going to run again for a new term in November's general election. Glassport Borough's council was planning to vote on their mayor's future at last night's meeting, but a letter of resignation made that unnecessary. Here's News Radio KDKA's Paul Alexander.
54-year-old Keith DeMarco, who's been Glassport's mayor for more than 8 years, was charged with planting a camera in his apartment that caught his 22-year-old stepdaughter bathing. DeMarco has also been suspended from his IT job with UPMC, according to a hospital spokesperson. Allegheny County Police charged DeMarco with 2 misdemeanor counts of filming a person without consent. He is also accused of violating a restraining order obtained by his wife on 2 occasions. DeMarco had denied the camera was his, but records showed he had purchased 3 cameras. DeMarco nor his attorney have made any comment. Paul Alexander, News Radio KDKA.
KDKA Sports. Today's Game 3 of the Pirates-Tigers series is on KDKA Radio. Paul Skeens is the Bucs starter, and our coverage starts at 11:40. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. Home improvements with no interest financing if you need it. Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 10:03. Time to call Dina Schmid and Michael Coleman with One Health Benefits at 724-799-8873 for health insurance that can save you thousands. 73, overcast now at Pittsburgh International. AAA traffic and AccuWeather next.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30-plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up losing my home, losing my job, and on top of that, owing the IRS a ton of money. I owed the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found tax relief advocates.
On News Radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000 debt for $100, and I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Mark did and call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA did. They gave me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. it finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up, sister?
Oh, what's up, Marty? Is we are getting crews dispatched to the scene. Some still rolling up on scene at an accident in Whitehall Borough. This is in the 300 block of Wyman Road, very near the intersection with Village Lane. So watch out for lots of activity and slowdowns as you travel there. Certainly still some slowdowns left in the commute. The interstates heading into downtown, Parkway West, for example, still stacking right around the Parkway Center Mall overpass as you make your way into the Fort Pitt tunnels. Good news is if you're traveling behind the Liberty tunnels, you have less than traffic light delays on 51 and 19. The Parkway East on the inbound ride, it's trying to ease off. You still have some sluggish traffic at times between Wilkinsburg and Edgewood Swissvale as you make your way into the Squirrel Hill tunnels. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Clouds and some breaks of sun through this afternoon with a thunderstorm around, a high of 81. We still could have a shower or thunderstorm tonight, mostly cloudy and a little more humid, low 66. Periods of rain and a thunderstorm tomorrow, high 77. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Brian Thompson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America, fighting for you. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Politics. It's fascinating, actually, the ebb and flow of it. I find it mildly entertaining, insanely ridiculous. So much crap thrown at the wall. I mean, I find it amazing how, and my man Patrick can kind of attest to this, we've seen this movie, brother, this data center movie. Patrick, about a year ago, we had every friggin' politician, venture capitalist, mother, father, son, and daughter lining up on the data center love train. My man. Now they're Satan's sinners, the 7th level of hell. Isn't it wild to watch, Patrick? Isn't it wild? Man. Can't hear you, man. You have him punched up?
Helps when I unmute myself. Yeah, at first it's, hey, bring them all in. Let's go. Let's get this going. And then, whoa. Not in my backyard.
Now everybody's going to die. We're all going to die. Oh, my God. Get a flag. Get a poster. I hate data centers. Wow. Listen to Josh Shapiro. He's really on the warpath. Really pitching this bad boy down the hill. Listen.
Effective immediately, I am removing all data center projects from the fast-track permitting program. And this executive order makes any future data center project ineligible for fast-track. One thing that has become abundantly clear to me from listening to Pennsylvanians is that while fast-track permitting has proven to be an incredible asset to helping us land major economic development projects like Eli Lilly in the Lehigh Valley and the Bellwether District in Philadelphia that is seeing rapid growth. What's become clear to me is that it is not right for these kinds of data center developments.
There you go. Hey, if I am lying, I am dying. Patrick, was it a year ago we did that deal at Carnegie Mellon? The president, Josh, sat with us at the table live. Remember that?
Yeah, and it was huge. The promise of all this prosperity.
Data centers were like the cure for cancer. It was like going to Lourdes. We're all going to be healed by it. Not no more. One of the folks that now I rely on because he has history in this area of public service and of utilities. He's probably the expert in the country. And he has dealt with helping thousands and thousands of people. And that's my good friend, Chad Quinn with the Dollar Energy Fund. Chad, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Marty. Doing well. How are you?
You called it, my man. This is what we call a 180. It goes from the cure for cancer to it causes cancer. Why? What's happening here?
Well, Marty, I think public polling suggests that 71% of Americans are afraid of data centers in their community. And, I think Governor Shapiro had to do this. They're doing it in other states. I mean, we have a very conservative governor in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Did some, so Governor Abbott did something a few weeks ago along the same line. Governor Shapiro's doing it here. He's on the opposite end of the spectrum politically. People, they have to rein in. There's a lot of speculators, right? So there's a lot of people going out there and grabbing property and trying to come up with a plan to build a data center. You have to rein them in. He talked about fast track. There were 2 data centers in Pennsylvania that were permitted with fast track. Only 2. There are probably hundreds that are proposed throughout the Commonwealth.
Hundreds.
And that doesn't mean that nearly 100 of them will get built.
Wow.
Everyone rushed out and locked up property and tried to speculate to, make a big score. And what you're going to find out is the people that are doing it right, the big developers, the folks that have been around the block a few times, the big tenants, what the governor announced yesterday isn't going to make a difference to them. They're still going to find, they have the capital, they have the resources, they have the teams, they have everything they need to still follow the governor's rules and get a data center done.
So no one knows utilities better than Chad Quinn, and I mean this. No one is more connected to both utility companies and consumers. No one gives a damn about consumers more than Chad. So you tell me, brother, from what you see in the data center landscape, is this good for us or bad for us? Big picture, long term.
So I think it's good for Pennsylvania, Marty, because we don't want to do things wrong, right? I think as citizens in the state, we want to make sure we're protecting our citizens. We're making sure that we're protecting energy prices. We're making sure that we're protecting our environments, our water, our electricity rates, everything. I think it's good what the governor did. I think from the standpoint of protection, I think from the standpoint of economic development, there's probably going to be a lot of people who are saying this is going to slow down economic development. But by having clearly defined rules, you know how to come to the table prepared. And you know how to get that done. And I think that's what we're seeing these governors do, whether it's in Pennsylvania or Texas, is say, if you want to have a seat at the table, you better bring all the stuff with you.
Okay, so and I mean this about Chad. My man's connected to this. There are, and I want to tell you something. My wife was at home last night, and we're talking about this electrician. This young man went to a local tech school, okay? Less than 2 years. Chad, he's now making, and I'm not exaggerating, $250,000 working on these data centers. My man, that's insane money. And you mentioned a number of electricians they need to build these. Throw that number at us, please.
Marty, the number I was told was we need 10,000 more electricians than we have right now to take jobs in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
And what do they pay? You were told the same thing I just heard, right?
they're getting paid great money. And so in order to attract those folks, they're willing to pay them above scale. So if you're getting paid $65 an hour as a union electrician, they're throwing additional money at you. So it's whether it's $10 or $12 an hour to hire you, or it's more for overtime, right? So there's a lot of work, Marty, and we can't just throw that away, because these folks are going to go to a bordering state, right? West Virginia will welcome with open arms, and so will Ohio and some other states. They might not going to go to New York, but they're going to find a place to go. They're going to build these things. But by having the rules laid out and the cost to get into the game, by clearly defining that, I think the governor did a good job of figuring this out.
Chad Quinn, and these data centers are about to throw money at communities, are they not, sir? Jobs,
Marty,
infrastructure, utility payments, all that, right?
We did an announcement yesterday in Ohio with the major tenants of data centers, the Metas, the Amazons, the Googles of the world, and a couple developers of data centers. They pledged $20 million for the program that we run in Ohio for AP Ohio.
Whoa.
That's one utility company's program. And Marty, I honestly think that's the tip of the iceberg. I think these developers, these data centers know that they have the opportunity to come into a community and make a difference. The best part about this program is it's going to have them live up to the promises that they made. We're going to be able to report on every dollar that comes in. We're going to report on every time that we help another family. That we're going to be able to, show that here's what we're doing. Here's how that money went to work, and here's how it helped lower bills for people that have a tough time.
I love it, brother. Chad Quinn, Dollar Energy Fund, the man at the tip of this sword. Thanks, my man. You're the best.
Thanks, Marty.
Truth to power. Electricians, $250,000 a year, folks. Don't forget that. Your son's out there looking for a gig. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
What's up is we have crews in Whitehall busy with an accident, Marty. This is on Doverdale Drive near the intersection with Sherwood Drive. So if that's part of your commute, be aware of possible slowdowns around that. Easy to see the slowdowns for you as you come inbound on the Parkway East 376 headed for the Squirrel Hill tunnels. You're lining up there right around Edgewood, Swissvale, outbound toward the eastern suburbs. If that's your ride, it's not a bad commute. Parkway West inbound, it's trying, but it's really taking its time getting rid of the morning rush hour delays. Right now, you still find them as you crest the top of Green Tree Hill and you're in more stop than go all the way down to and through the Fort Pitt tunnels on 376 eastbound. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Every Tuesday morning at 7:20, listen for Inside Independence Health, a look at all things healthcare with the experts from Independence Health System. It's brought to you by Independence Health System. Expert care here.
Too hot to cook. Treat the family to an Italian meal that reminds you of Mama's cooking at Monticello's. Find one of Monticello's 6 locations to enjoy an affordable lunch or dinner. The combination of great food, family, or friends is the perfect recipe for an enjoyable night out. Serving over 175 million slices of their delicious pizza since 1980. Come home to Monticello's. Your table is waiting. Dine in, takeout, or delivery available. Visit Monticellos.com.
Pump up the volume. Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I spoke to John Perry with Perry Calder Law Firm yesterday. JP said they have doctors on their staff to investigate medical malpractice cases. Your case, doctors on the staff. They've had some of the best results in America in terms of lawsuits won and settled. AI, oh, they've got it. Attorney intelligence. Perry Calder, 412-281-4200. 412-281-4200. Give him a call.
In Pittsburgh, Chase is proud to root for the home team because they're our team too. We cheer from the bleachers and on the sidelines. We cheer for gymnasts and quarterbacks. And with more than 25 local Chase branches and 5,000 nationwide, we are right beside you, Pittsburgh. Neighborhood bankers, digital tools, national strength. Chase, make more of what's yours.
JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Get Marty is brought to you by Perry Calder Law. When it matters most, contact Perry Calder Law. It's the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, and more at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples. That was easy.
Join Family House for one of Pittsburgh's favorite fall traditions, the 43rd Annual Family House Polo Match, presented by FNB Corporation. Enjoy an unforgettable afternoon of professional polo, great food and drinks, live music, shopping, and family fun, all while supporting families with loved ones receiving medical care. Every ticket helps provide comfort, hope, and a home away from home. Get tickets today at familyhouse.org, bringing Pittsburgh together for families facing medical journeys.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing medicine.
The 50,000 watt voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Oops. Bam, 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 bam. How about that vote? That Butler vote. Trump land. Not no mo. I tell you, man, people are crazy. For those of you who say it doesn't matter, what happened in Butler with this little, and I mean inconsequential to most of you, state house district seat, I don't know. A lot of conservatives, a lot of angry old white men in Butler. A lot of flag-waving, gun-toting, Trump-loving old farts. Man. So, this Brandon Dukes, I don't know either one of them, and Scott Timko went at it. Stunning. By the way, what happened? This is a crazy. It's a special election to fill this seat, okay? For this state house seat. Republicans across the state trying to hold on to this congressional and state legislative seats. This Dukes guy, I don't know either one of them. I don't know either one of them. But here's the deal. The Republicans have held this seat in Butler for 21 years. Oops. Now the Democrat, Brandon Dukes, don't know him at all. In fact, I saw all kind of TV ads. I didn't know who the hell they were or what they were talking about. And didn't really pay attention. Now, the turnout in Butler was about 35% for a runoff primary that's really high. It's usually in the 20s. And just so you know, Trump won this district by nearly 20 points. Now, I don't know if this is kind of a bellwether. They're saying it is, and that's why it was the front page of the Post-Gazette, big banner headline. And they're saying that this could forecast the midterms. Okay. Patrick, not to be a jerk, but had you ever heard of either one of these guys, and you're as connected to this as I am, Brandon Dukes or Scott Timko? Have you heard of either one of them?
The Temco, I do know the name Temco.
No, you don't. Tell me how you know the name. He's making this up, folks. Tell me. Come on. You don't.
I don't know where I've heard it.
Thank you. My man. I don't know jack about these guys. Nope. And I don't know, Patrick, if it's significant. And we don't spend a whole lot of time nitpicking on this stuff, but it does say something that Trump won this seat by nearly 20 points. And it does say something that Republicans held this seat for 21 years. It does say something, doesn't it, Patrick?
Yeah, when you look at it like that, absolutely. You can see that there is a shift. And whether it has anything to do with Trump or not,
I agree.
Who knows?
Oh, I do.
But,
people are hacked. And I'm not blaming anyone for any of this. It happens. Whoever's in office takes the blame. And it doesn't take a genius to see what's going to happen in November. Republicans are going to get their clock cleaned. Why? Because all these old farts are angry. They're just angry about everything. Gas, food, housing, the war, how they're treating those boys on that ship. All of it is going to come to the polls, and Trump and Republicans are going to get their clock cleaned. There was an interesting piece by Peggy Noonan, famous columnist for the Wall Street Journal, who said, in essence, that public opinion toward Trump right now is at an all-time low, and folks are going to turn on him and Republicans in November, and that this is a sign. And this is a little, not disrespecting state house seats, but this is a little state house seat. And a Democrat won it for the first time in 21 years. That's kind of a big deal. Now he's got to win it again in November. And Patrick built a hell of a graphic that he's showing on the stream. How many votes does he had, Bob, brother?
88.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
There's still 73 provisional ballots out there.
That's one neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
For those who say your vote don't count, it counts, especially up Butler. Look, I believe Americans are angry, and when they're angry, they punch a wall or they vote the party in power out because they want to change. All of a sudden, they think Democrats are better at the economy. A year and a half ago, they didn't. That's how people roll. Crazy stuff.
Soldiers and Sailors Hall and Museum recognizes Pennsylvania's combat veterans who have received medals for gallantry. With this Hall of Valor moment, here's the curator of Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall and Museum, Michael Krause.
Sergeant William J. Sweeney of Allegheny and Cumberland counties was awarded the Silver Star Medal for gallantry in Normandy on 7 June 1944. While advancing forward, Sergeant Sweeney noticed a wounded officer lying in an open field 400 yards away and braved intense enemy fire to rush to his aid. After administering treatment, Sergeant Sweeney returned over the fire-swept area to assist in the evacuation. Sergeant Sweeney's action undoubtedly resulted in the saving of the life of the wounded officer.
Soldiers and Sailors Memorial reflects the valor and heroism that shaped this great country. Consider a tax-deductible donation. For more information, visit soldiersandsailorshall.org.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 73 with overcast skies at 10:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. The father charged in connection with drug trafficking indictments of 13 students at Penn State is a managing attorney at a Pittsburgh law firm. Paul Robinson is accused of trying to conceal evidence by hiding a safe containing drugs and cash. Investigators say his son Thomas was the number 2 person in a cocaine trafficking operation involving 2 fraternities. And State Attorney General Dave Sunday said the drug was processed at the frat houses.
Cutting and bagging cocaine was, for some pledges, an indoctrination into the Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi fraternities.
The cocaine was mostly sold to other Penn State students, and the alleged ringleader, Agostino Abatiello, surrendered to authorities on Tuesday. Mount Lebanon plans to redevelop its south parking garage next to the municipal building on Washington Road into a mixed-use project. The municipality is seeking a developer to build a new garage with a minimum of 320 parking spaces and with a mixed-use development on top of the facility. New parking kiosks were installed in Butler this morning. They can be found in parking lots along Main, Diamond, and North Streets and take both credit card payments and cash, including quarters. The city will not immediately enforce the new system so residents can adjust. Grocery chain Meijer is planning to close on its property acquisition for a new store in Jackson Township tomorrow. The property is located at Jackson Point Commerce Park off of Route 19. This is the second location Meijer plans to open in Butler County. It's also in the process of developing a Cranberry Township location off of Route 228. On Wall Street at this hour, the Dow is up 245 points at 53,588. The S&P is up 27 points. The NASDAQ now down about 5. KDKA Radio News Time, 10:32. Our next update at 11 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio KDKA.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Money, sponsored by Dollar General.
A call to a licensed plumber could prevent a costly rainfall disaster in your basement.
Check your sump pump, your backup battery system to make sure that everything is running properly.
Plumber Gabriel Ruiz says if your sewer line is blocked, you don't want to find out the hard way during a heavy rainstorm.
Maybe have your sewer inspected to make sure that there's nothing blocking it.
I'm Rob Hart.
Back to school season is here, and Dollar General has everything you need to start the school year strong. Don't forget to grab a pair of bright yellow sunglasses from the Yellow Glasses Project for just $2. Every purchase makes a difference, with 100% of proceeds helping support teachers, classrooms, and nonprofit organizations working to improve reading and literacy skills across the country. Stop by Dollar General today and shine bright with the Yellow Glasses Project, available now at Dollar General. The Yellow Glasses Project is a program of the Dollar General Literacy Foundation.
You ready for a Coit Clean summer? This is really cool. My friends at Coit, right now, you can save 35% off all Coit cleaning services. Area rugs, wood and tile floors, drapes, upholstery, outdoor porch and patio furniture, and more. Love it. Get everything amazingly Coit clean for the summer. Call Coit now. Save 35%. 1-800-FOR-COIT. That's 1-800-FOR-COIT to get a free estimate on your home or business. They clean my house. Amazing. Coit, Pittsburgh's premier cleaning service.
And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct. To the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Big box appliance and TV stores move volumes of product. They're not focused on you. You know who is? My friends at Voss TV and Appliance are. Family owned and customer focused since 1960. Rick, Matt, the entire team, experts. They know appliances and TVs inside and out. Voss has a huge selection of brands. Their own team does delivery and installation. And Voss's prices are amazing. Shop Voss's South Hill showroom. Go to VossTV.com or call 412-650-VOSS. Voss TV and Appliance. The lowest prices, guaranteed.
Your line just went down. Production stopped. A supervisor wants answers. And someone's digging through a binder for the maintenance history. Every one of those minutes costs money, and most of the time, that breakdown could have been prevented. That's where Maintain X comes in. Maintain X catches the failure before it happens. Preventive maintenance plans on every key asset to improve reliability. Work orders assigned and tracked right from your phone. Everyone from the floor to the front office is in the loop. Real-time dashboards give managers instant visibility into what's been completed, what's overdue, and where the bottlenecks are. No more guesswork. Just a smarter, faster maintenance operation. Companies on Maintain X have cut unplanned downtime by over 30% and saved thousands on parts and labor every year. See what it can do for your operation. Try Maintain X free at maintainx.com.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up, sister?
Oh, what's up, Marty, is we do have delays for folks who are trying to make their way into town on two major arteries. The first is the Parkway West inbound. It continues to have sluggish traffic most of the way from the top of Green Tree Hill at that Green Tree off-ramp and overpass all the way down to and through those Fort Pitt tunnels. The other area with slowdowns is the Parkway East approaching the Squirrel Hill tunnel. So 376 westbound in that area is backing now at Edgewood Swissvale. Elsewhere, the rush hour delays have dissipated, but we do have crews on the scene of an accident in Whitehall. Looks like some have departed the scene, but you still have some crews working at Doverdale Drive near the intersection with Sherwood Drive. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Variably cloudy through the afternoon hours today with a thunderstorm in spots, a high of 81. We still could have a shower or thunderstorm around tonight with a mostly cloudy sky, low 66. Some off and on rain, maybe a thunderstorm tomorrow, high 77. For AccuWeather, I'm Brian Thompson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Are your property taxes too high? Time is running out. You have until September 1st, 2026 to appeal your Allegheny County property taxes. Call attorney Richard Ernsberger at the law firm Barron and Ernsberger at 412-391-2515 for the help you need.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Facebook is back in court. Child social media addiction claims and how dangerous is social media? Facebook going to have to defend themselves again. They're seeking $200 billion. Plus, the latest on data centers. Is the public finally starting to turn the corner on data centers? We'll discuss America at Night with me, McGraw-Millhaven. Tonight at 10 on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
They want downtown to be beautiful, and so do I. I love downtown. I was born and raised here. This is my town. It's our town. It's your town. But for now, there are pockets of downtown that, quite frankly, suck. I just posted a picture from 2nd Avenue taken by one of my boys in power, quite frankly, a judge who drives through here every day and thinks that they might get carjacked because there's so many scallywags sleeping on the streets downtown. And what's obnoxious about it is the city has promised to clean this up for about 2 years. And we now have king-size beds on the street downtown with couples shacked up and making out. High as kites, mentally ill, drugged up, drunk, and no one's doing squat. I know they have places in the shelter. I know they do. They tell us they have experts ready to help. Where the hell are they at? In the meantime, what happens when these folks who are high, drunk, and mentally ill wake up, they generally steal something. How do I know this? Every single time we've gone to a shelter encampment. Patrick, jump in here. What have we found? Chop shops. It's actually insane, isn't it, Patrick? It's insane.
Oh, especially with the volume and the amount of stuff we've seen. Dozens and dozens of bikes chopped up, piles and piles of other stolen things.
E-bikes. Oh, e-bikes. Sitting here with one of my favorites, Ron Ahern, one of our people, whose e-bike was snatched in 60 seconds off the streets downtown. Was it not, sir?
It was, sir.
Tell us how that happened. It's crazy.
Yeah, just very briefly, you pull up, you look around, you think you're safe, and you think there's nobody there. You run in to get a quick beverage, and you come back out. It's gone.
Gone.
Couldn't be more than 60 seconds.
So you use this bike a lot.
Every day.
I see you every day. You have the music on. It's how you get to work.
Yeah, it's my transportation.
And all you did, for those who say, I should have left it alone, 30 seconds. You ran.
Could have been more than 60.
Right? Gone. And the dude was like sitting there waiting for you to hop off because it was gone that fast.
It must have been. And I sent you the picture the other day, correct? And he's just scooting along after he grabs it, not a care in the world.
So they found the bike on surveillance. Is that what that is?
That is. It's a surveillance shot from somewhere on Penn
Avenue, and this was stolen from a 7-Eleven on Penn Avenue.
Just outside.
Which is a crime center. You go in there and you can watch people rip that poor place off. It is disgusting and despicable and ridiculous. So this notion that downtown is better, I'm going to ask someone who's downtown every single day, my wife, Christine, without getting political, dear, is downtown still creepy? And I'm going to use as an example to kind of let you know my vibe on this. Twice in the last 10 days, a man has either tried to break into your station or come to your station demanding entry and been arrested. And he's sketchy and scary, and that's right downtown, right?
Well, yeah, I actually got a picture of our security guards handcuffing the guy and walking him off the first time, and then I didn't know that you had told me he came back, which is, probably more of a targeted thing. But yes, there are areas of downtown, particularly that 7-Eleven, that I kind of steer clear from. Certain areas.
You steer clear of that 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Why?
There's usually people kind of loitering around, and sometimes homeless people or whatever. And so it just makes me a little nervous sometimes.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. And there's same thing in certain areas. When you work downtown, you kind of know which areas have those, populations.
Market Square. Is it better?
A lot better.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, I actually love going to Market Square. The Thursday farmers market's absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of energy. There's music. There's vendors. But yeah, if you go when there's very few people there, it's definitely not as bad as it had been before they renovated it. But you do still sometimes see people kind of loitering.
And there are creeps, my words, not hers, there are creeps downtown that make women walking around very nervous. Is that fair?
I mean, I haven't seen it as recently.
We had a guy arrested twice in the last week.
Yeah, actually.
That's a creep, dude.
Now that you're saying it, when I do walk out of my building, I do often feel uncomfortable. Yeah.
So back to...
I see a lot of people smoking marijuana out in the open, and that's kind of unusual.
Weed all the time.
Yeah. And just kind of hanging out, not doing anything great.
So Ron, when you pulled up that day, were there scallywags hanging around?
There were people hanging around. I'm always looking for shady individuals, characters. You never know who you might run into down there. Nothing looked fishy or odd to me. So
yeah.
And that's pretty early, 7:40 in the morning.
7:40 is pretty early.
Yeah.
So have you changed your pattern downtown?
I don't really want to. I don't want to say I don't want to be downtown, but there's sections that I don't want to be in anymore. That 7-Eleven corner, it was already sketchy. There's a couple other sketchy places I'm not going to name. We don't need to go into it. And I think the problem that I've noticed today is even when I changed my pattern, got on the bike lane, got in the bike path on the other side of the river, there's a lot more encampments down there.
Yeah, there are.
That's too bad.
And then I ran into a guy today, not ran into him, but he was, I don't know what he was doing, but he had his back turned, and when he heard my music, he just freaked out, ran towards me, and it was just like,
oh no,
it's
on the bike path.
Yeah,
scared the hell out of you and him.
So it's like I think I got to change my pattern again, and it's getting harder to do these things
and to feel comfortable about it.
Yeah.
And don't you think you should feel comfortable in your city on a bike?
Well, they want me to do this, right?
Yes.
They want me to come downtown. They want me to use these amenities. So I would assume that they would want to keep them, in a. I'm don't have the right words.
By the
but
way, I respect the fact that the cops are looking for your e-bike.
I can't believe they're still looking for my
God bless them, but you have very little hope to find it.
It's gone.
I posted on social, if someone sees the scallywag, tackle him and hold him. We'll come down and get the bike. Do you have a new bike?
I did. I picked it up last weekend.
All right. Good luck, brother.
Thank you, sir.
People suggest that I pick on downtown. I will pick on downtown until downtown is safe for Ron and for my wife, because they're there every day. And it's ridiculous that people are made to feel uncomfortable downtown every day. It ain't right. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
What's up, Marty, is we have delays getting into downtown right now. Parkway West on the inbound ride, 376, is heavy for you from the top of Green Tree Hill down to and through those Fort Pitt tunnels. If you're headed out toward the airport, that's the better ride. The westbound trek is moving nicely toward Pittsburgh International from the Golden Triangle. Parkway East inbound is slow go at Edgewood Swissvale. A reminder for you that we have some inspection activities happening with lane restrictions on I-79. This is up in Marshall Township. It's between the Warrendale exit and the Turnpike exit until about 3 p.m. today, and then again 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow. Today they're working both north and southbound. Tomorrow it's expected they'll work on the southbound side only. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Need to sell your house fast? Whether you're facing foreclosure, stuck with bad tenants, or just ready for a fresh start, House Buyer Network can help. We buy homes as is for cash. No fees, no commissions, no repairs. Get a fair cash offer in just 24 hours and close in as little as 7 days. Call 833-719-5877 now for your free no-obligation offer. That's 833-719-5877. House Buyer Network. Fast cash, no hassle.
Offers are typically below market value in exchange for speed and convenience. Call for details.
Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal? Driving high will get you a DUI. And if you're wondering if law enforcement can tell you're driving high, well, everyone else can. Friends?
I can tell you drove high.
Parents?
I can tell when you drive high.
Relatives?
I can tell. You drove here high, didn't you?
So what makes you think law enforcement can't?
I can tell.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
August is Sandwich Month, and Easy Cater is rolling out a new surprise deal every week from August 3rd through 30th. That means every order of delicious sandwiches for your team comes with a side of something special just for you. From cheese steaks and cubanos to pita pockets and pastrami, Easy Cater makes it easy to bring everyone's favorite sandwiches to work and rack up big rewards while you're at it. New week, new deal, all August long. Visit easycater.com to place your next order and take a bite out of Sandwich Month. Restrictions apply. See offer details at easycater.com.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
Did you see that UFO last night?
Is it real or is it AI?
How about the aircraft carrier floating down the river?
Nowadays, it's tough to determine what's legit and what to believe.
I know it's true because it was all over my feed last night.
But when it comes to news, depend on Pittsburgh's original news source since 1920. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I'm attorney Ed Shenderovich. Have you been injured at work? You may have more than one claim. To find out if you do, call us at 888-98-TWINS for a free consultation. At Shenderovich and Fishman, we've got your back, not your wallet.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. I was in ICU at UPMC. They saved my life, and this is recently. The care was around the clock, and the medicine was insane, and the doctors and the nurses and the kindness. They saved my life again. The truth is that it's the greatest health care I've ever received anywhere in the world, and it truly is life-saving. Life-changing medicine. UPMC. I'm a believer.
Make 380 Auction of Murraysville your next stop for all of your gardening needs. Great prices on vegetables and flowers. 380 Auction has name brand furniture, tools, automotive supplies, pet supplies, lawn and garden, toys, food, and new items arriving daily. 380 Auction is open Tuesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 724-339-3132. That's 724-339-3132. Or log on to shop380.com and save.
Summer is winding down, making it the perfect time to get your home ready for the fall and holidays with beautiful custom window treatments from Lachina Drapery and Blind Factory. For over 60 years, Lachina has been manufacturing custom draperies in their own Dormont factory, giving homeowners superior quality, fast turnaround times, and factory direct value. Visit Lachina's Dormont or Wexford showrooms. Schedule free shop-at-home service by calling 412-665-4900 or go to lachinadrapery.com.
If you received a notice from the IRS, do not ignore it. Trust me, the problem will only get worse. It's also a big mistake to try and handle your tax problem on your own. If you owe back taxes, it's a fact. The government has the power to take everything you own, including your home, business, wages, and savings. But here's the good news. The IRS has new programs that are geared to help you dramatically settle, reduce, or eliminate what you owe. But you have to call now. 1-800-684-5554. That's 1-800-684-5554. When you call this free consumer tax helpline, you will get free information on how you can reduce or eliminate back taxes, including penalties and interest. Even if you have unfiled returns, a tax lien, wage garnishment, bank levy, or have entered into a payment plan but can't make the payments, there are programs designed to help you. Stop the collection process and stop living in fear. Call this free consumer tax hotline today for free info. 1-800-684-5554. That's 1-800-684-5554. 1-800-684-5554.
When you're handling an estate or an inherited home, the decisions can feel overwhelming. At Home Buyers of Pittsburgh, we help families through this every single week. We make a quick, fair cash offer on the home, coordinate any cleanouts, help you through the process, and we'll buy it in its current condition. No pressure, no surprises. Visit homebuyersoftpittsburgh.com or call 412-500-9057 for help selling today. That's 412-500-9057 for help selling today.
Home Buyers of Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's local trusted home buyer since 2015.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Sitting here with my wife, Christine. There's a show on one of the streaming networks, Netflix, who cares? Something like said, don't say good luck, something like that. It started out really well, and then it turned into this young girl who's in this play, and her mom has cancer. And I got to tell you, you think that you're okay with people dying that you love, and then you're not. And I'm speaking to so many people out there who have lost loved ones to cancer, right? Mm-hmm. One of my boys called me last night who I cannot name. He's crying. He's my age, and he has cancer. First time in his life, and has to have major surgery. And then I'm watching this movie with Christine, and she says, I can't watch that. And I was kind of flippant about it. Like, okay, fine.
You were a little bit. Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, but I don't want something sad and depressing right now. And you're like, oh, no, it's fine. I'm watching it. 2
minutes later, and because I think that we manage death. Like my sister just died of pancreatic cancer, and we think we manage that grief. And then I start crying. I'm watching a damn movie and thinking, this is not right. This isn't healthy for me. And I think that because I'm not immune to it, you're not immune to it, we're not isolated from grief. No one lives life without grief, right?
Sure. I mean, children don't really understand it, but once you reach adulthood and even teenage years, yeah, you get it. I mean, I guess maybe kids, if you lose a parent, you start to understand, unfortunately, too soon.
And my point is that I can turn off a movie, but I can't turn off that grief. And I guess we're all in this healing process because we love so many people, and I love my sister so much.
And to be honest, I think sometimes those kind of movies at the right time can be cathartic. It helps you work through the grief.
Not last night.
It's not like you can just pretend it's not there all the time.
Some people do.
Right. But I'm saying it can be helpful to address it and to, like, have those feelings.
So that was kind of an epiphany for me, that we try and compartmentalize our grief of the people that we lost, because as we get older, everyone dies. Funny how that happens. And her parents are classic. They're both 80 years old, and all their friends are dead.
They're going to a lot of funerals. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of people have already passed. Yeah.
And I have distinct memories in my mind's eye of my grandparents from Ireland, Delia and Matt Griffin. They went to 4 wakes a week.
Wow.
As they got older. We have to, you have to, I have to, all of us have to find a way to seek out joy. Otherwise, you spend your whole day in life in this life sucks crap, and you can't do that because we have young kids. And we just don't think that way.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it does help to have kids because they do kind of keep you young and thinking about the positive things in the future. But yeah, if you're not around young kids, you just have to find a way.
But I did realize that I am not done grieving the loss of my sister.
Yeah.
And I realized it last night in a movie about a girl in a high school play. And I think emotions hit us at different times, and they hit me last night about 10:15. And that was that. And when my wife brought up, I said, whatever, the movie's fine. Then it wasn't. Also, don't take for granted the happiness and joy that your kids bring to your house. Both of the girls are gone, and Vince is at work, and we're empty nesters. And all we do now is drink and eat ice cream. Oh, sex too. 7 times a week, it's all we do. Right, honey? Right, honey?
It might be a little exaggeration.
Seek out joy. Otherwise, you're in that gutter just feeling sorry for yourself. And that, my friends, is not the place to be.
Need to know. Depend on the news leader. At home, in your car, or at work. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM, AM 1020, and KDKARadio.com.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
If you're caring for a loved one on Medicaid, here's something you should know. You may be able to get paid to care for them right in their own home. Through a Medicaid-funded program, family members, friends, and other loved ones can earn hourly pay while providing the care their loved one already depends on. Just call 412-991-1440, and Careway Home Care will help you every step of the way, from getting started to choosing the caregiver that's right for your family. Already getting paid to take care of a loved one? If you're looking for better support and pay, their team makes switching simple and will guide you through the entire onboarding process. And if your loved one isn't enrolled in Medicaid yet, they're here to help with that too. Their experienced team can walk you through the entire eligibility and enrollment process. Just call 412-991-1440. Careway Home Care is proudly based right here in Pittsburgh, providing compassionate local support and competitive pay for caregivers. Just call 412-991-1440. Again, 412-991-1440. Or go to carewayhc.com.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. and happy 50th.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
74, skies are overcast, and it's 11 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. A man is dead after another shooting in Homewood. It happened around 5 a.m. on the 7,000 block of Idlewild Street. Officers responding to a shot spotter notification found an unresponsive man who was shot in the chest. He was pronounced dead by medics. This is the second fatal shooting in 24 hours in Homewood. In fact, the person killed in that double shooting yesterday afternoon in Homewood North is a 29-year-old East Hills man. The medical examiner's office says Shakir Jackson died at UPMC Presby after the shooting inside a convenience store along Frankstown Avenue. A woman was killed in a shooting early this morning in Bedford Dwellings, and police are searching for a suspect. Officers were sent to the 2500 block of Chauncey Drive a few minutes before 3 a.m. Public safety says the woman was shot in the head outside an apartment, and a heavy-set man ran from the scene. Also, police are asking for help in locating a Brighton Heights woman missing since Friday. 32-year-old Amanda Maloney was last seen at her home in the 3500 block of Simon Avenue. She was wearing a black sweater with a pink dress. Maloney is 5'4", weighs 95 pounds, and has a shaved head and grayish-blue eyes. Police say she may need medical attention. Her mother says Amanda was seen downtown in the East End and the North Side over the weekend. Her picture's available at KDKARadio.com. Teachers in 2 Butler County school districts are facing very different contract outcomes this fall. With that story, News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush.
Seneca Valley teachers have a new 6-year contract with an average salary increase of 3.9%. The deal covers more than 600 professional staff members through June of 2032. In Mars, contract talks remain at a standstill. A third-party fact finder will hear from the union and school board today, with the report expected by the end of August. Teachers will return to work as scheduled, but a strike could still be possible. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
The dean of Pitt's Medical School is planning to step down after 6 years in the role. Dr. Anantha Shekar will retire in June of 2027. A Pittsburgh Business Times story says Shekar will take a sabbatical and then plans to return to the university as a faculty member. Funding from the National Institutes of Health increased by 25% during her tenure. At this hour on Wall Street, the Dow is up 354 points. It's at 53,698. The S&P is up 51 points, and the NASDAQ has bounced back. It is now up 127. New this hour, Buffalo Bills fans top a new Nielsen ranking of the NFL's most passionate fan bases, followed by Kansas City and Green Bay. The index tracked TV viewership, radio listenership, streaming habits, live event attendance, social media engagement, apparel purchases, betting intent, and general interest levels across all 30 NFL markets. Cincinnati and Philadelphia round out the top 5. Pittsburgh Steelers fans came in 6th. KDKA Sports, today's Game 3 of the Pirates-Tigers series is on KDKA Radio. Paul Skeens is the Bucs starter. Our coverage will begin at 11:40. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. For your home's windows, siding, doors, and bath, trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:03. Time to call Dina Schmidt and Michael Coleman with One Health Benefits at 724-799-8873. 74 and overcast in Pittsburgh now. AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. This is Dr. Shufo from the Weight Loss and Wellness Center. Summer is a great time to create a new and improved version of you. Summer fruits and vegetables, being outside, longer days, all work to your advantage of being your best self. But don't be your own worst enemy and put it off. Today is the day, not tomorrow, because tomorrow's never come. Call me today at 1-800-900-THIN and love the new and vibrant you.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, what's up?
Oh, what's up, Marty? As we continue to have brake lights greeting you as you crest the top of Green Tree Hill on the inbound Parkway West and try to make your way to the Fort Pitt tunnels. Very heavy and slow for you there. The inbound ride on the Parkway East is sluggish for you between Wilkinsburg and Edgewood Swissvale. Speaking of the Parkway East, PennDOT is wanting to remind motorists about the ongoing overnight work happening through early September. And this is for work on the Parkway East in both directions, overnights between the Monroeville Plum exit and the Churchill Route 130 exit. So generally you have some short-term single-lane restrictions that'll happen as needed from about 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. during daylight hours, but then you can also have some 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. work with a single lane of traffic in each direction as needed around the project there. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Clouds and some sunshine at times this afternoon with a thunderstorm around, a high of 81. We'll have a shower or thunderstorm into tonight with a low of 66, and still some rain at times, perhaps a thunderstorm tomorrow, high 77. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Brian Thompson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hi, this is Father Tom Burke of the Diocese of Pittsburgh. Join me for Catholic Education Plus as we focus on what's new in school safety and meet Vernon. Catholic Education Plus airs this Sunday morning at 6:30 and is sponsored by Sam and Judy Spanos in the Diocese of Pittsburgh.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Both of our girls are at Pitt, and we moved them in over the weekend. And there is kind of an empty nest vibe. I'm sitting here with my wife, Christine. However, there's something very cool, very comforting knowing that they're both 20 minutes away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's great.
Fabulous.
It's really nice. And we'll see them again at, I don't know, maybe a football game or take them out to dinner now and then. Yeah, it is very nice.
All right, now let's get serious. I watch her every night, my wife, because she's the best there is. And I'm watching this piece the other night, and I'm getting enraged by it, quite frankly. Because, first of all, we have such love for our dog, which we've acquired recently. And second, there's dad out there, honey, that says, if you abuse animals, you abuse people, children, whomever, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, yeah. They say it's a very clear indicator that if you abuse animals, you're very likely to also abuse people.
So I'm listening to you read this piece about Bethel Park.
Mm-hmm.
This is disgusting. And what'd they do? They threw threw the 5 kittens from a window of a car?
Yeah. That someone threw kittens from a moving car, and then, unfortunately, other cars hit the kittens. One lived, but it died shortly after the person got to it. And if anyone saw anything, this was in Bethel Park on Saturday around 3:30 near Connor Road, Old Connor Road, and the DQ Plaza near Library Road. But yeah, they still haven't found who did this. But just it's disgusting. I understand people may have had a cat that had kittens they can't care for, but there are ways to humanely get rid of the...
No, honey, that's evil.
It's disgusting. Yeah, I mean, you can give them to a shelter.
One of my boys called. He was ready to throw out $1,000 for a reward. These feelings of rage are about to get worse because one of my favorite people, Brian, sent me a text that has me pulling my hair out. Brian, good morning, brother. How are you?
Good. Good morning to everybody.
He's one of my favorite people. I hear from him every day. He's just a fantastic man. But the story he has to tell is actually very disheartening. Tell us, brother, please, what you saw. Crazy. Go ahead.
Well, yesterday, me and my brother were at the McDonald's in Greensburg, and we were eating breakfast. And we were sitting by the picture window by the entrance door, and you could see the vehicles going through the parking lot. And I'm looking out, and there's nothing on the parking lot. And the vehicle goes by real quick. It throws a cat out onto the parking lot, and it keeps going. The cat landed on its back, and it's squirming around and rolling around. And I swear this cat couldn't be more than 5, 6 weeks old. It was so tiny. When they threw it out, another car was coming. It was a big Jeep to go to the drive-thru, and I thought it was going to run it over. And I screamed in the restaurant, "Oh, my God, that cat's going to get run over." And a customer was by the door, and he ran out there and stopped the Jeep and went over and picked up this little, tiny, absolutely beautiful black kitten. And he brought it into the store, and everybody went nuts over it. Nobody could believe that this cat got thrown out like that. And then so they started going around asking people if they wanted it, and I really wanted it, but due to allergies to cats, I couldn't take it. But I wanted it more than anything. But all praise to one of the employees. One of the employees, an elderly lady, her daughter worked at a cat shelter.
Yeah.
And she took the baby kitten up to the shelter. And when she come back, they said they checked it all over. It wasn't injured. It was in good shape.
Wow.
It was a little male, and they're going to put it up for adoption. But when they threw it out that window, that really hit that car hard. Poor little thing was just, it looked like it was in terrible pain.
Oh, that's horrible. Did you report it to police? Do you think they might find this person?
Well, what I said to the manager in there, I said, you guys have recordings in there. Maybe you want to look at your recording and see if you could catch who threw that out. And the manager said, you know what? That's a good idea. We're going to review that. So that's as far as I know with that. But so hopefully it showed what went on.
That's disgusting.
I don't know how anybody could do that. I cried when I saw that cat.
It's horrible.
It's just like, it was so beautiful. Such a beauty. And it was so tiny.
Wow. How so small? Tiny. Like 5 inches? Like how big would you say?
Well, you could fit the whole thing in the palm of your hand, and maybe its head.
And Brian, they just tossed it out the window?
They just tossed it out the window.
That's crazy.
Where was this again, and what time? What time?
This is about quarter after 10, because the breakfast ends at 10:30, and we just made breakfast there. And we were sitting by the window, and I saw that cat. I screamed in that restaurant. I was like, no, I didn't want to see it get run over. And one guy ran out there and got it.
It's disgusting. You know what, my man? There's a special place in hell for people who do this kind of thing to animals.
I don't know why they do it. One person said to me, and I don't know if this is true, but they said to me, if you take animals to a shelter and drop them off, they charge you a fee, so they don't want to pay the fee, so that's why they do those things. I don't know if that's true.
Screw that. Brian, I appreciate it, man. One of my boys, who I love to death, I'll contribute $1,000 to the reward fund through Get Marty if we find whoever did this or threw those other cats out the window. I mean, this is disgusting. This is a crime. This is animal cruelty. It's a crime.
Sure.
It's a crime, Brian.
It is. It just absolutely was disgusting.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
Take care. I appreciate it. Tell Oscar I said hello.
All right, my man. Oscar is this 5-year-old boy that loves Brian, and he listens to my show. And Brian was having a hard time paying his bills. And Oscar, we drove to Brian's house and paid his bills.
I remember Oscar.
Oscar's the man.
That's wonderful.
Him and
that's
his grandmother
wonderful.
listen. If you folks know anything about this cat thing, either the one, was at Bethel Park, honey? Yeah.
Right. The one in Bethel Park was Saturday around 3:30, Connor Road, Library Road area.
And then this was yesterday at lunchtime or breakfast time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks. Email me at getmarty@kdkradio.com. Getmarty@kdkradio.com. I will find a way to get this reward to you. Man. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, Marty, is we have some heavy delays as you're trying to head into the Golden Triangle or through it, perhaps on the Parkway West, and then heading to points east. You have other motorists gathering with you before the top of Green Tree Hill as you try to fit into the Fort Pitt tunnels. Good news if you're coming up out of the South Hills by way of 51. Just traffic light delays around 88, and then Bousman as you try to make your way to the Liberty tunnels there. Parkway East on the inbound ride continues to be slow go for you between Wilkinsburg and Edgewood Swissvale as you make your way to the Squirrel Hill tunnels. 28 looks like a good ride coming out of the Allegheny Valley southbound toward the city. Parkway North I-279 is moving well all the way from the split with 79 down and across the Veterans Bridge. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since, I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250 micro. And yes, I told you so.
Sat in Julian Gray's office for an hour and a half the other day, talked about, okay, if I die, how does my wife manage our assets? Okay, how about this? If I end up in a full-time nursing care facility, $15,000 a month, how do we protect the money in our 401k? How do we protect our house? How do we protect any savings? This is what Julian Gray does for people. It's amazing information. It's critical information. And you must do it. GrayOuterlaw.com, GrayOuterlaw.com. Do it now.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. It's the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, and more at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples. That was easy.
Life in the blink of an eye. My son, Vince, is turning 16. Wow. And I'm calling Oakmont Bakery, and I'm looking on their page because they have 3,000 ideas for handmade cakes, bespoke, anything you want. Flavors, shapes, sizes, you name it, they do it. Made my daughter insanely cool ballet slippers for her 16th. Oakmont Bakery. Delicious.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Are you tired of climbing over that dirty, old, slippery tub? Your bathtub should be beautiful, functional, and safe. PJ Fitzpatrick is pleased to offer the Jacuzzi Shower System, installed in just one day, featuring low entry thresholds and designer walls and fixtures. You'll step right into luxury. Plus, PJ is offering a free shower seat and safety bars for all customers this month. Schedule your free design consultation at trustpj.com.
Hey, it's Pony back to talk about Comer and Cross and their end-of-year garage sale going on right now. No, they're not having a sale in their garage. They are hooking you up with the garage floor of your dreams, just like they did for me. It's going to feel like pulling into a new car showroom every night. I get to do that every night, and you can too. A garage floor that's guaranteed to never chip, never crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint would. Comer and Cross, these are pros, not a fly-by-night organization. They're never pushy. They listen to you and your needs. Over 2,000 five-star reviews. They'll fix all the cracks and pits perfectly. And right now you can schedule them for their end-of-year garage sale. You'll get the best price of the year guaranteed. And on top of that, 50% off installation, and my installation took 1 day. So in 1 day, you can have a new garage floor. Easy call, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, or schedule online at COMERcross.com.
For a lot of workplaces, the work week doesn't end on Friday. That's why there's EasyCater, the best way to order food from favorite restaurants for your hardworking team, even on weekends. With EasyCater, you'll find great options for any group size and any shift, with tools to help meet dietary needs, stay on budget, and simplify expenses, all backed by our award-winning 24/7 support. EasyCater, your Monday through Sunday workplace food platform. Start an order for your weekend crew at easycater.com.
There is treatment for neuropathy. I'm Dr. Dawn Spalla. At Allegheny Health and Physical Medicine, we treat neuropathy patients daily. No drugs, no surgery, just relief. Call 724-224-2224 for a free consultation in our Sarver or Brackenridge locations.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing medicine.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Effective immediately, I am removing all data center projects from the fast track permitting program. And this executive order makes any future data center project ineligible for fast track. One thing that has become abundantly clear to me from listening to Pennsylvanians is that while fast track permitting has proven to be an incredible asset to helping us land major economic development projects like Eli Lilly in the Lehigh Valley and the Bellwether District in Philadelphia that is seeing rapid growth, what's become clear to me is that it is not right for these kinds of data center developments.
He's making the circuit, man. He's been on every single friggin' network show in the last 24 hours proclaiming that suddenly these data centers are the seventh level of hell. I sat at Carnegie Mellon with him on our show, McCormick, Trump, and Joanna Dovin, who I love, have known her since she was 12, and now she's a brilliant leader in this AI strike force. And I'm sitting here with my wife, Christine. Joanna is kind enough to join us on the phone. I'm kind of, it feels like, you know that challenge where they dumped ice on your head? It feels like that's happening right now, Joe, that all of a sudden data centers suck. What's happening here? What is this?
Well, there's a lot to unpack here. I think that the crux of the issue, the foundational layer, is that as humans, we are experiencing rapid change. The acceleration of this technology is like nothing we've experienced in the thousands of years we've been Homo sapiens.
Sure.
And so there's a reaction to lead with fear, to be afraid, and to say no, stop, pause, no. The symbol of the technological change is the data center.
Nice.
And that's the foundation of all of this.
It's become this dark force. Honestly, Joe, I saw a little bit of it with fracking. I saw it a little bit of it with the .com bubble. But this is extraordinary. Joe, like it's happened overnight. I mean, are you feeling the same thing?
I mean, it's been happening over the course of months. You know, there's record capital, billions of dollars of investment being allocated, which is also a big change. And the allocation of that capital is happening really fast as well, such that, there's not been a lot of communication on what it all means for the everyday person. What does AI mean for the everyday person? How do we start to accept AI? In China, there's robots dancing in the streets and parades and marathons with robots. And there's an initiative called, I think it's called the China Plus Initiative, where, in the mandate from federal government, well, it's not really federal government, it's the Communist Party, but from CCP to all the localities is to adopt AI in your schools, in your classrooms, in your local governments. Adopt AI how you want to adopt AI. They're using open models, by the way, and people are playing with it. They're using it. They're seeing the benefit of it because they were being led to do that. So leadership is a thing right now that we should talk about. We need leadership right now. We need serious leadership.
I agree.
And then what happens is, look, I use it all the time. I love it. If I didn't use it, I wouldn't love it.
All day long.
Yeah.
Same.
So I can now tell stories about how it's helped my son find the best baseball team and then be way more happier, right? I can tell stories. And so there's a Luddite movement. There's an anti-AI acceptance movement.
True.
And, all of it needs to change. Question is, how do you change it? Now, with the
let's talk about the data centers, because I do think, yes, there's the AI itself, and then there's the centers. How are the communities, I think what they're saying is, how are we going to benefit when you're using our gas and our water and our electricity? I think that's where the concern is. What do those communities need to know to how they're going to be impacted?
Nice.
Yeah, that's a great question, Christine. And you're spot on that this executive order issued yesterday by Governor Shapiro is to not only protect communities from bad actors, bad developers that are looking to be part of the school brush. And there have been cases where they've gone into native forest areas where there was a gas line and without having a real project or a real data center user, they've just started taking down trees.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
And so, the governor's office is hearing from residents saying, whoa, stop, what's going on here? The problem is siting. These data centers need to be built. And by the way, the community benefit that is the most obvious one that people don't talk about enough is tax revenue for your schools, for your police, for your fire departments, right?
And I think that's a big messaging issue is that, it's been so negative with the centers, but it sounds like they're not necessarily seeing the positives.
All right, Joe, we got to carry this over. We're only beginning. I'm all in, and I know you are too. And I think Pennsylvania will blow it if they don't embrace this. We're going to touch base and set this up time and time again. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks.
Thank you. Stuff. Hey, folks, appliances are big